Let me paint you a picture. It's your first night in Singapore. You've just spent $28 on a cocktail at Marina Bay Sands, which you ordered mostly to get that infinity pool photo, when suddenly you overhear a local at the next table bragging about their 3 Michelin-starred chicken rice. Your wallet weeps, your pride stings, and worst of all, that Instagram-perfect infinity pool shot now has 17 strangers' elbows in it. This, my friends, is why we're handing your Singapore trip over to AI. Because in a city where robot bartenders remember your drink order better than your ex, and hawker stalls use algorithms to perfect their chili crab recipes, playing tourist the old-fashioned way is like bringing a flip phone to a tech convention. Today, we're revealing how artificial intelligence can transform your Singapore experience from generic tourist checklist to locals think you're a spy. We're talking secret speakeasies hidden behind fridge doors, facial recognition check-ins that bypass hotel lines, and, most importantly, how to eat like a king without taking out a second mortgage. Welcome to AtlasIQ, where innovation meets exploration. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll be the smug traveler sipping $1.50 kopi while everyone else queues for overpriced Starbucks. Before you even set foot on that glorious Singaporean tarmac, AI can save you enough money to fund your entire Hawker Center food crawl. Take Hopper. This isn't just another flight comparison app. It's like having a psychic economist in your pocket that tracks over 1 trillion flight prices daily. When it flashes that ominous red prices rising warning, you'll feel like you're in a spy movie defusing a bomb, except instead of cutting wires, you're clicking book now before your bank account explodes. Here's something most travel blogs won't tell you. Singapore's sweet spot for flights is that magical window between February and April. Sure, the weather reports say monsoon season, but what they really mean is short afternoon showers that conveniently clear out the tourist crowds. I once visited in March and had Gardens by the Bay's famous Super Tree Grove practically to myself at sunset, which incidentally is when the AI-powered light show makes those futuristic trees sing like a digital rainforest choir. And about Changi Airport, this isn't just where flights land. It's where your vacation actually begins. That famous jewel complex with its indoor waterfall, there's an AI-powered secret most travelers miss. Download the Changi app before you arrive and reserve your slot at the rooftop pool. For about the price of an airport sandwich, you can be floating in water with a cocktail while exhausted travelers drag their luggage below you. The ultimate power move to start your trip. Now let's talk about where to stay, because nothing kills vacation vibes faster than realizing your boutique hotel is actually a repurposed office building with suspiciously thin walls. Singapore's hotel scene is where cutting-edge tech meets hospitality, and I'm not just talking about robot butlers. Though yes, Yotel Orchard Road absolutely has those, and watching one deliver your luggage with unsettling precision is worth the stay alone. Here's an industry secret most concierges won't tell you. Luxury hotels play psychological games with their pricing. That $500 a night suite at the Andaz, it might plummet to $180 if they've got empty rooms at 4 p.m. on check-in day. Apps like Hotel Tonight use AI to exploit this beautifully. I once upgraded myself to a suite with a bathtub bigger than my first apartment just by waiting until my Grab taxi was pulling up to the hotel before booking. For those who'd rather spend money on food than fancy digs, Singapore's capsule hotels are anything but basic. The pod takes the Japanese capsule concept and injects it with Silicon Valley DNA. Think mood lighting you control from your phone, privacy screens that actually work, and charging ports in places you didn't know needed charging ports. Their AI booking system even adjusts prices based on how many business conferences are in town that week, because nothing says modern travel like algorithms determining whether you can afford a pillow that night. Here's where most Singapore trips go off the rails, trying to cram too much into each day and ending up exhausted, hangry, and accidentally taking the MRT in the wrong direction 3 times. This is where AI transitions from helpful tool to full-on digital savior. ChatGPT isn't just for writing awkward breakup texts anymore. Feed it the right prompts and it becomes the travel agent you wish you could afford. Try this magic phrase. Create a 3-day Singapore itinerary for a food-obsessed traveler who hates crowds and needs afternoon nap breaks. Within seconds, you'll have a schedule that includes hidden hawker stalls even locals debate about, the best times to visit major attractions to avoid tour groups, and crucially built-in recovery time so you don't end up crying into your laksa from exhaustion. But here's where Roam Around takes things next level. Found an underground jazz bar that doesn't appear on any maps? Just drag it into your digital itinerary and watch as the AI recalculates all your travel times and nearby food options like some kind of magical travel Tetris. It even accounts for Singapore's infamous humidity by spacing out outdoor activities, because no amount of chili crab is worth heat stroke. Let's talk about Singapore's true national pastime, eating until you need to unbutton your pants. In a city where hawker stalls have Michelin stars and food courts have wait lists, AI isn't just helpful, it's your culinary guardian angel. Take HungryGoWhere. This isn't just another review app. Its algorithm knows which chicken rice stall has the juiciest meat based on real-time crowd sentiment analysis, and which laksa will make you question every bowl you've ever eaten before. Here's a hack that feels like cheating. That famous Hawker Chan's stall with the $3 Michelin-starred soy sauce chicken? The line snakes around the block by 11 a.m. Or you could use Grab Food to have it delivered to your hotel pool while you're still applying sunscreen. Some might call this lazy, I call it efficient leisure. For sit-down meals that don't require second mortgages, Eatigo is the app that turns Singapore's dining hierarchy on its head. That swanky rooftop restaurant that normally costs $100 per person, they'll give you 50% off if you're willing to eat at 2:30 p.m., which in Singapore just means you're participating in the very civilized tradition of afternoon luxury lunch. Meanwhile, over at Cafe Astor, robot baristas brew kopi with unsettling precision. Watching one perfectly time your teh tarik pull is like seeing the future of caffeine addiction. Singapore's transport is brilliantly efficient when you know the hacks. CityMapper tells you which MRT car to board for the fastest exit at your stop. Crucial when it's rush hour and you're trapped in a human sardine can. Get an EasyLink card immediately. It works on trains, buses, and even at 7-Eleven. Better yet, add it to your phone's wallet so you can pay with a tap. Pro tip: Google Maps AR walking directions are a godsend in maze-like malls. No more circling the same Daiso store 3 times pretending you meant to do that. And if you're feeling fancy, CDG Zig is the Uber alternative that lets you book electric taxis by the minute. Perfect for when you need to make a dramatic exit from that awkward Tinder date at Lau Pa Sat. Ready for Singapore's weird side? At Tiger Street Lab, robot bartenders mix cocktails with terrifying precision. Over at Art Science Museum, AI generates trippy digital art that reacts to your movements. Local Secret Haji Lane's murals change regularly. Use Mid-Journey AI to preview the best photo spots before you go. Or just Photoshop out the tourists. We won't tell. Even weirder, some shops in Chinatown accept Bitcoin. Because nothing says futuristic city like buying souvenir magnets with cryptocurrency. And if you're here in August, the Singapore Night Festival turns entire neighborhoods into interactive light shows powered by, you guessed it, AI. It's like the city drank 5 Red Bulls and let artists run wild. So there you have it. Singapore transformed from an overwhelming metropolis to your personal playground, all thanks to AI doing the heavy lifting. You'll be the one breezing into secret bars while other tourists queue for overpriced river cruises, the one eating like royalty while spending like a student, the one who actually understands Singapore's MRT system instead of weeping quietly in a corner. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these AI hacks are you trying first? The flight price predictor that saves hundreds? The robot mixed cocktails? Or are you just excited to finally outsmart those infamous Singapore food queues? Drop your plans in the comments, smash that like button if you're ready to travel smarter, and subscribe because next week we're revealing how AI can turn Bali into your personal paradise. We are AtlasIQ, where innovation meets exploration. We don't just keep up with the future of travel, we help you stay 3 steps ahead of it. Now if you'll excuse me, I have a date with a $1.50 kopi and some suspiciously singing trees.